like surface preparation, it could be applied directly on an oxidized rusted area.
The surface preparation that it requires is washing. That's
Washing the rust.
yeah. High pressure washing. That's the only thing.
When you talk about high pressure, how high is high?
There's two. We use two different. One is 290 bars of hot water. There's machines that produce hot, and 500 bars of normal cold water. The 500 bars is a little bit big. You carry it to the pickup. The 290 bar hot water, it's cold. So according to where we're working, we use each one of them. We choose according to the area.
So this application is for large surfaces, or can you do spot repairs?
Any surface you want. Any surface you want. We had one of the things, someone had a real big problem with a cement company. He had a problem with areas on the bottom with different things. So, like I said, screws for walls or for, like I said, panels. It's not, it's just 4 meters of figure-wide screws, quite long. And that's enough. But you see, those are different. Those are surgical. That one, it's the difference. The work on it is easier. You're saying where it costs savings. You know how do I use on my screws? They send me a bunch of it. We put them in the bag. We take them out. I hang them for 2 hours. His truck comes. And he takes them. I don't even touch anything. That's how I save the money. Because I don't need to clean it, I don't need to wash it, he got the metal from the company, it comes immediately to ours, we do the same thing and we send it. How do we save it? Because it's faster. Today, if I can finish a reservoir tank, that takes 4 to 6 months maintenance. If I can finish it in 2 months, because of the preparation we need, because of the working system, because of the amount of meters I can do every day. How much do you save? First, your material starts working in 4 months before. You're already making on it way more money. It doesn't stand for 4 months. Second, the amount of material that goes inside of it is less than before. So you have savings in every step in the thing. That's why someone even offered when he said, you should ask for more. Someone told me you should calculate what they will save in the long term. I said, no one will pay me like that. We know that no one will pay us like that because who's going to pay for their long savings? I'll tell you, we started, of course, like I said, the most important thing for us was the refineries in Israel. Today, we are in the specifications of the EPAC pipeline. No one can do maintenance there without using our products. I don't have to be there. Hassan doesn't have to be there. Someone, they call their own maintenance, they have to take my product. They cannot do it. So those are the main things. But of course, where I live, we had some difficulties all around. We started with the coronavirus, then we went to what we're living right now. So we're always, we're between so many problems that as people we cannot do a lot of things. Once we're capable of going, we're doing. Therefore, I targeted a lot of specific things. For example, today we have approvals in Belgium. She said she's going to Belgium. We have approval for, we have already received the project for museums, the underground museums for Belgium, which museums do not give you okays unless you're very, very okay with everything, because they want to say whatever they have. We did oh my God, a museum ship in the States. Well, I forgot what the name, I'll send it to you.
Where do I?
Show the video.
Safety.
this.
Caused by corrosion, estimated at 3%.
About?
That's oil and gas.
Yeah, we have a few areas. We also through boxing over there. We've been dealing with the Norwegians as well because you guys know there's a law. I personally didn't know that they have that much, but once we started, we know that they have too much fields or in sea out everywhere. So now we're hopefully by the end of the year we will start working pretty good over there. We have another probably month and a half for from my side. I wanted to show them extra something, so we started another test, final test. That way, I wanted to convince them way higher, which normally we don't do. We don't need to do that test, but now that we're happy, we're doing some projects over there, which is all petroleum. Everywhere is all petroleum. Israel is all petroleum. Everything we do is petroleum in Israel, and cement. You guys asked specific areas. We did the steam tanks, steam tankers, because the pressure and the heat always bothers a lot, and they're doing it in stainless steel stuff or aluminum stuff, and nylon strip, all those, but they wanted to try with ours, and it doesn't rust. It just doesn't rust. Whatever you're using today, you can convert it into normal metal, and I'm not talking stainless steel metal, normal metal, and I'll still get to the standards that you need for your work in any environment. That's how we say it. This is a small video that shows a little bit about, in short, it talks about it.
Never-ending attempts of fighting corrosion.
It's a 1958 car.
Costs caused by corrosion, estimated at 3% of the world's gross national product, and it must be stopped. Horizon is the solution. Horizon by Green ICBS, ultimate technological solution to any corrosion surface. While other products requiring expensive surface preparation are toxic, cannot be used on all surfaces, have temperature and humidity constraints. Innovative Horizon product family is truly a game changer, preventing and stopping the rust. Horizon saves you significant preparation costs and have no time limits. Horizon is a truly green product, effective on any surface, any weather. We at Green ICBS don't paint the metal, we treat it. Inspired by the human body, we created a material that acts like the immune system. Horizon's active ingredients are based on the same ingredients used in the food and farming industries. Horizon applied on the metal captures the corroded rust molecules in the metal. The new layer, integrated with the corrosion, is impenetrable, strong at least to the original metal, and enhances the metal's electricity conductivity. Your base metal is now protected. Microscopic examination shows that even after 300 and even 1,500 hours in a salt spray chamber, the active ingredients in Horizon are still protecting the base metal, new rust to develop. Horizon treats most metals with no constraints in temperature or humidity. Horizon is applied before welding without dismantling the infrastructure. Horizon base complies with UL Green Guard Gold standard, enables you to work within confined spaces, no special equipment or time limits. Horizon is safe for your employees, safe for the environment, and saves you the regulation burden. Horizon by Green ICBS, putting an end to corrosion.
It's that simple. I mean, when saying simple, it's very different, but it is simple. It changes everything. It just changes everything that we know at least it changed everything I knew. We are evolving every day, don't get me wrong, we do evolve. Right now we're heading also for applying it on cement so it can penetrate to reach the metal inside. We're trying to save even the existing ones, not only the new ones. Savings is when you're asking about savings, I'm not saving, so don't get me wrong. Petroleum and any kind of areas, they have so much in their storages that get rusted and they change because of their situation. We save those. I'm not talking about only now what you have right now on the area. What you have in your storages that you're going to change in 2 years, 3 years, or every year you change something. That's how I convinced a company that deals with the petroleum. I said, how much do you have in your storage? They said, we have around 14 million. I said, if I save it, will give me 50%. He laughed at me. He said, yes. I'm serious. I went, I started, he said, okay, let's work with meters. I cannot give you half, because I'll save it. You don't have to throw anything. What you have in your storage will stay there without losing life, like a new baby all the time. That's a lot of saving. In terms of metal, I cannot save you people, I cannot save you life. Your life expectancy, I didn't reach that yet. In terms of metal.
I saw in your video that you could apply that paint with a spray. So it's not that one, is that it? Does it spray?
Yeah, that's it. It's very simple. What we do is today, of course, you cannot roll it, you cannot paint it with, you use brushes wherever you cannot reach or inside holes.
When the cut, I cannot reach inside here because if I put spray, it will use a lot and you will lose product. So you take a brush, you can push it inside. Except that, the area, the surface area, it's all like spray.
And how do you do your quality control? For example, have you managed to measure or to determine that you apply a homogeneous layer of that paint?
Okay. Because the application that you put on is, like I said, did you see the girl that was rolling the thing? That's a test. For tests, we apply 35 microns. 35 microns, you cannot see it. It's so thin. That's why we said we apply 60. So we'll have 30, 35 left. 60 microns, once you apply it, the color changes of the area that you apply on. Even if you have paint on it, because the bonding between the paint was so good in that area that the paint didn't peel off, we don't have to apply on the paint. We don't have to remove that paint. We apply on it, and from that day, it will change the color to grayish. Wherever there is rust, it will turn into black. But it will start protecting. Whatever paint that existed there, that's it. Underneath, you won't be able to have rust now because of two reasons. One, you still have protection on top of it. Second, because the bonding is so strong over there, that's why it didn't peel off. But rust cannot come to it from the sides because we already applied ours. How the only way that that part will get off if someone scratches off the paint. That's the only way. But wherever you have fixing, for example, when you weld two pieces of metal, the only thing you have to do is just brush, take a brush and go over that welding area. No other place. You don't need it because the rest is already protected.
So you mentioned you have a crew of 5 people to apply this paint.
No, I have with 5 people. I said I have few crews with 5
Okay,
people.
so if I would take 5 people to do your painting,
It depends. So there are areas there's only 3. There's areas there's 5. It depends, and it depends on how fast we need to give back and how fast we need to finish. It all changes. I have a crew of 3 people that do each. There are 2 of them. Each one is doing around 1,100 meters every day, 1,100 meters square every day. Yeah, human. No, it's just one is just walking, washing. The other one is walking, air blowing, so it will dry faster. The third one is walking behind and spraying.
and have you considered to apply those?
Yes. Inside pipelines, that's one of the things we're thinking of. It's another phase, but yes, instead of entering the pipelines or the high areas, well, that's one of the things Hassan will talk about for the system to start work, to apply to the drones.
So for the spot repair, drones are very useful for spot repair, but not for very large services. So battery life and
I will show you something which will be able to work smoother. But I will explain it.
Let's say
The capabilities for that, it's not hard, it's existing. There are a lot of different ways to spray there. Machinery that you put inside the pipeline, it sprays and it moves. We have all that. We do use it, but for the outside, for the bigger things, we prefer human for two reasons. One, I see what they're doing. I need to test it all the time. We have people that are always in the area to see how much microns they use. So after he applies a few meters and it's running, he just takes it out and tricks it. So I know that the material is going to work. But inside pipelines or inside closed areas where it's hard to reach, inside ships, we do use different kind of equipment to apply it because you cannot reach inside it.
How do you know how many microns you measure?
There's two ways. You have after it dries, you have the electronic measuring. And when it's wet, you have the comb. You know the comb, right? It's a small comb. You put on it, you lift it, you look at it, you see how much micron you have on it. Still, doesn't matter what technology today you have. Some things are still working the best way, the old way. There's a small comb, you have on it, teeth, you pick it up, you look at it, you see how much micron you have on it. Yes?
Yeah, I have two questions. Apart acid, you said that acid for acid is not how to say.
It's not 50 years.
Resistance is not good with acid.
No, I didn't say that. It's better 4 or 5 times than the others.
Is there other chemical which
No, mainly it's acid. Acid eats everything. But what I'm saying is I can last in acid or in any chemical compound that eats metal, only not only metal, or any other compound that eats and dismantles products. I can, if it's dismantled totally, then I can last 4, 5, 6 times more. Doesn't matter what, you're still safe because you don't have to do the same thing again. And if you're doing it every 2 years, now you're going to do it only every 8 years.
And what about the high pressure jet? If I will wash that surface apply this product with high pressure jet,
No.
how will impact this?
We don't. We use high pressure jet to clean the area, but we use a normal compressor. Sometimes it's even better according to where you're working with airless guns. And that's it. It's that simple. You don't use a high pressure spray because high pressure, you won't be able to receive. First, you won't receive the right amount on the surface. Second, you lose a lot of material.
So my question is about after applying this surface.
Oh, use whatever you want.
Okay.
I don't. You can. Today we're doing all the pipelines for the fire department. That's the only company we're doing for them pigment. Just so you know, we're doing them black and blue. Red and blue. You know how they tested it? We dipped it, we prepared it, then he tied it to his truck and just pulled it on the street. He tied it to the truck, the valve. He tied it to the pickup and drove around. Then he put it in the salt to test in the chamber, and it still was beautiful.
How deep that molecules
Penetrate? It changes. It changes how much rust you have, how old is your rust. If your rust is only 10 microns, it will penetrate 10 microns. If your rust is, let's say you won't find too many areas where you have 50 microns of rust, because rust dies and that's it. But if you have 30 microns, it will penetrate 30 microns.
Until the surface of normalcy.
Yeah, until it finds a normal area where there is no rust in it, where there is no oxygen in it, or dead molecular system.
Then it won't be penetrated.
Then it will stop penetration because it needs something to look for.
Now I'm just thinking about, okay, you have layer of rust, then you have the filter layer, and then you have another layer of rust. So it will.
As long as it finds rust, you have let's say, rust, it's two, right? You have dead rust on top of the metal, which is laying. Once you wash it, you remove all the dust rust and all the mill rust and everything you remove. Then you have the mill rust that's on the metal, that's become already part of the metal. It didn't die 100%, but it will die slowly. It will also become dust. We take those and we start converting it into a protection layer. So it looks for it until it doesn't find rust anymore.
I'm just thinking about the reason why it can stop corroding from inside as well as from outside.
Yeah.
You put, and there will be a filter layer in between. Right? So if you put your product on top of the powder, so it will help.
From inside,
It will
right?
help, for the treatment of corrosion outside, which is outside of the pipe, but not inside that. Because it won't penetrate, and you will need to.
In what area?
What do you mean?
Now, for example, when rust, you have a piece of metal that's rusty. I don't care where the rust is, as long as you show me the surface of the metal, okay? I will penetrate it, and it won't be able to get rust from the inside. That, what you said, is what's happening today.
You need another way to. Well, this is fine. Right?
Okay.
You have rust here,
Yeah.
and you have rust here.
Yeah. That's why I have to paint both sides.
Okay, you need to go.
And yes, we do that. But
So it won't penetrate.
no,
and,
no.
kill the.
I'll tell you, when the inventor of this, God bless his soul, he passed away in Corona. Okay? In the COVID, he was 68 years old. He was probably one of the people after my kids I love the most, after my family I love the most. Anyway, when he invented this, the goal was for it to keep penetrating. In years, not of course fast, but it will keep working in penetrating metal. Today our goal is not penetration all the way, because two things. When you ask me how fast will you penetrate, I cannot give you, okay, let's apply on the top, and in 2 years it will penetrate up. But in 2 years you'll have so much rust that you don't want that. Therefore today we're doing top and inside. If it's brand new, it's way better because you just dip it. It took us a long time to get approval for dipping. When you do dipping, you can't leave extra material on it, and there are areas where it can't be, it has to be smooth, no gathering of material. There's a lot of things. Today, we're okay for dipping. We pushed to dipping, that's what helped us everywhere for the automotive section. We were at Volkswagen, and they told us that they want to see dipping. We didn't have dipping. Today we're ready for dipping. We can dip the valves, we can dip when it's new, we can just dip them and that's it, inside, outside. What the problem we have, I always say, I like telling what's beautiful and what's not. When you have a valve today that exists, I cannot paint it. There's no, I don't lie. I can push the material inside, but when your pipeline is this big, inside the area that you're working, the pipeline is not very big. There's no way I can push something to clean it. The material, today the existing cleaning pipelines from the end, they're not small. They're mainly all the big daily machinery. That's where we don't have solution for this pipeline valve.
How much is checking?
Yeah, but when it's a bigger one, there's cleaning systems. You push the machine, it spins first, it scratches. After that, you have a water blaster inside that spins and cleans it. That's not a problem. That's the way we're approved to do in Czech Republic for water treatment. They're closing 800 meters. We push our material inside. High pressure pushing, comes out on the other side, and in a few hours they open the water, they start drinking. From that day on, First, you don't get your water brown. You don't do it, it doesn't rust anymore. We do that, but in petroleum, you cannot clean. Probably there you can, I didn't find it yet, but you cannot clean this white pipeline with machinery. It's very hard. It's very, very hard. Therefore, when the valve already exists, a working valve, you cannot dip it. But when it's new, you can dip it and it will be ready inside, outside. Valves we're doing outside. Pipelines, bigger pipelines, we do inside, outside. For example, let's say, one of the biggest problems I've seen in petroleums or in tanks is that the roofs, the fume is eating the roof. So you can see inside the petrol, what you have inside, underneath you have metal parts that fell from the roof. With ours, you don't get that because fume cannot penetrate. It's the wrong word to use, but let me use it. It acts. Don't get me on my word. It's not a word to use it. I said it acts like a synthetic metal. The oxygen thinks it's metal, it hits it, it tries to penetrate it, but it cannot penetrate. So that's how it plays. It cheats the oxygen.
Yeah, but you mentioned the water tank, but the water still contains oxygen.
But it cannot penetrate.
Okay.
That's the whole
It's
thing.
safe for health.
It's like wearing that suit, diving suit.
Yeah.
Water cannot penetrate if it's closed hermetically. Or you know those white COVID, the clothes they used to wear to check people when they were scaring us. Exactly, you know those.
So and it's safe for health, to use this water, to drink it. Or
Yeah, it's the same thing. I mean, because it's 100% organic, you don't have any problem. For that, just. So, I'll show you. I left it in the room. He's doing now. I have how it looks, both of them, so you can smell it as well. It's actual sour smell. Yeah. It smells sour. One of them looks like hummus. So I used to tell people, be careful so the workers won't eat it. It's normal.
What happened if they eat?
I used to show them at the beginning, because I know it's my material, I used to even dip and eat. Nothing happens, 100%. It's made of living enzymes. It's not tasty. I won't lie to you. But
the human body still contains iron, so and oxygen. So
oxygen is good. We have oxygen in us.
So you can cover all your muscles
Exactly.
and protect them.
But rust you don't have rust inside as well.
So it's a cancer.
Yeah. So it will give you. It's like someone asked me, can we use it for asbestos? I said if I would find a solution for asbestos today, I have this person in the world. There's no solution for asbestos right now. So it covers it, but it covers only metal. It bonds with metal, it works different. I'll show it to you. I don't have. That's one thing I should draw. A rusted piece of metal, so you'll see once the application applies how immediately it changes. This is 100% game changer. There's a company I used to talk to, because they were talking about that as well, to produce the first environmentally friendly metal. There's no such thing, but it's the only one that will go into market from the company itself in the production. It's already treated, so it won't get rusted. That's the whole goal there. That way, when you receive your goods to work, to do anything, the only place you will apply it is only where it's working. And you will receive it ready. That's our goal. There are 3, soon 4 countries that we're achieving, pushing the galvanized solid down. That's the whole. Yes.
So you mentioned metal like iron or aluminum. What about alloys?
Right now we have normal metals and aluminum. Aluminum we didn't get the approval. It's working, and our laboratories we tested it. We're waiting for the final approvals from the European Union. But those are the only things we tested.
But if it's an alloy, for example, just a mixture of two different metals, it will still work.
Yes, of course. That's what I'm saying. As long as it's a metal compound,
Okay.
I don't have a problem.
Okay.
Brass is not metal. Okay.
Yeah.
Gold is not metal, for example. But if it's metal, but okay, we don't need to cover the whole thing of that. But as long as it's metal, you know.
Alright.
But we can cover it so they won't know what you have told. Right? Any other questions that you feel, you think I can answer, except that? Thank you very much.